Hello and welcome back to Yarn Tea and Books. My name is Tasha, and along with my husband, we are the humans behind Frogget Yarn's hand-dyed yarns and Mobile Yarn Truck. Welcome if you are a new viewer, and welcome back to all of our returning viewers. We are so happy that you are joining us again this week, and yeah, it's a brand new week. It is not the video that I thought I was going to be putting up this week. I had originally planned to take you along with me all week, do a kind of like a week in my life type of vlog. And I did film a whole bunch of clips and then, you know, edited them down and watched them back. And I was like, oh, is it boring? So I started second guessing myself. I don't know if that's content you want to see. And then the week after Monday, I only filmed on Monday, but the week after that got away from us and I didn't film anything else anyway. But I love to watch vlogs, just people doing everyday normal human stuff. But I don't know if that's something that you want to see on the channel. I mean, I know I did that for Vlogmas. But yeah, I really started second guessing myself, and so I trashed it. So you get a regular podcast this week. You're a little crooked maybe. And yeah, we'll just do what we know. I'm so sorry, but you're crooked. We'll just do what we know. So we will have lots of really good whip updates. There's some exciting shop news. There's a lot of book chat and a little bit of life news. So yeah, let's get into it. We'll start with Mugwatch. This week I have my pink kind of glittery mug. This is from Hillsborough Pottery, and I got this from them at the Fall Frederick Fiberfest last year in 2025. I am drinking a green tea this morning for my second cup. It is the citrus mint green tea from Adagio, and it's delicious. Just needed something a little calming. So that will take us to whips because, folks, there are no FOs. There are finished portions, but no finished objects. So let's start with our year-long club knit-along, which is the Bibliophile by Rachel Keener. And y'all, I did it. I finally finished the January section. Oh, let me tell you, I was so happy that I finally got this done. There she is. There's the mini that was with January. And I actually even started the February section. And I have my February book charm on there. So, moving right along, I can already tell that the February section will not hurt my hands and will go a lot quicker. So, I'm happy to have that finally off of January. I mean, it is only, I finished January last night. So for me, today is Thursday, February 5th, so the 4th. And I immediately was so ecstatic to have finished January that I started February. So yeah, happy to be moving along on that. That is still living in my cute little, it might be a little too holiday. There's some holly on there. This is from Twisted Yarn and Fiber. So I may have to search for a different bag. I don't think I have any Valentine's bags, but I'll have a search. And then my next whip is my Metamorphic. And you guys, I am done with the body. Now this is the inside. It's the stockinette side is the outside. But I finished the rib, the hem, and I am onto the sleeve. And this time I am not like winding off to get to the next stripe that looks close enough to where my sleeves let off. I did that with my first one. And then what you end up with is a ton of little balls that are all like starting at a different color. So I looked at what I had because I wound up a new ball. Sorry, there's something in my eye. I wound up a new ball and I still had this one. And I thought they're both kind of on that teal color. So I just joined it in. I'm not going to stress about it. It'll look fine. The sleeves will both start on that teal color and they'll be fine. So again, this is the wrong side because you knit the sweater inside out. And then this is the right side with this lovely slip stitch that goes down the front, the back, and down each side of the arm, top and bottom. So yes, coming along nicely. I am using a new base that we are trialing. This is, excuse me, this is a 100% non-superwash woolen spun Corriedale. And I dyed some up in our color ash. And then my spin cycle yarn, my color changing yarn is spin cycle dyed in the wool. And this is their colorway. I should know this by now. Poppy. So that's what I'm using. I love the feel of it. Yeah, I'm excited. I should be able to fly on the sleeves now and knock those out pretty quickly. Hopefully. I'd like to be able to wear it before it gets too warm. That is living in a bag that is way too small. It's my Knitting Gnomes, and this is from Fat Squirrel Fibers. And my only other whip is spinning. Oh, grab my tray. So I wound up our February Club fiber. So our February Club Coffeeshop in an alternate universe. This was our book cover. Here is our fiber. I am not doing anything special for this fiber, so I'm not trying to spin it fractally or color changing in any way. I just took the whole length of the roving, folded it in half and broke it in the middle. And then I took each half and split it into 8 little nests. And yeah, let me unplug myself here. I am spinning this on my starling. Can you see? And there we go. Got some singles working up and it's spinning up like a dream. No complaints. So that's my only other whip. I just sit down every day and spin for 20-ish minutes. And this is all I have left of the first half. So 3 little bumps, and then I'll do, that'll be this bobbin only. And then I'll put on an empty bobbin and spin the second half, which I got a total of 8 bumps. And then I'll apply them together and I'll just have a nice, lovely 2-ply. So let me pop this on the floor. And that is it for whips. That's what I've been working on. I've made good progress. So I'm happy with where I am for whips. So that will take us to shop news. For shop news, let's first talk spring book boxes. Our cozy spring book boxes. The goodies are starting to arrive. The books, most of them are still en route. I got a small delivery yesterday. They were all supposed to come yesterday, but they got delayed. So the books are here. So this is our book for our Cozy Spring book box, The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. I did a little reel yesterday on our socials. She's a shorty, 200 pages. This will be a quick little read, and I'm looking forward to it. It's very pretty. I don't know if you can tell, it's like shimmery. So the books are here. I think almost all of the goodies have arrived. I am going to share with you the charm. So Kelsey is doing our charms, and she gave us 2 options, and this is the option that I chose. So none of this is going to be a mystery, just like our other book boxes. I didn't keep anything a mystery. There might be 1 or 2 goodies that I don't show you because I want you to have a bit of a surprise. But this is the charm. Isn't it so good? She used a book as the roof for the little bookshop. There's a cherry blossom tree. Oh, it's so good. So there's our charm. And now I'm going to show you the yarn. Are you ready? I only grabbed a 50. I should have grabbed a full-size skein. Give me a minute. Okay, so here's the yarn. Here we go. We've got a little bit of speckle, and we've just got soft pinks and mauves. And here is the mini. That's a little blown out. The mini has a very like pink undertone to the brown. Looks better in real life, but that is our set to go with our book. I even threw on some purple speckles for this. So there she is. I absolutely love it. Here it is on DK. Remember, it will always look different on DK because our DK has no nylon. So the colors will be a little bit brighter on the DK. So that's it. That's our color. The difference being this is fingering, this is DK. What we're gonna do for the book boxes, we're gonna try it. We'll try it for the spring and see how it goes, because I've had a few people ask if they will all be fingering weight again, like we did for our Frog and Toad boxes and like we did for our Christmas boxes. So what we're gonna do is, since we upped the number to 25, for each quarter there will be 25 book boxes. We're gonna do 20 of them with fingering weight and have 5 of them with DK weight. We'll try that. If 5 is enough, we'll leave it at that for the other 3 quarters. If 5 is too many and they're not selling, then we'll make some adjustments. But I do want to give the people who want DK weight a chance to have some. It's just, it gets tricky for me to just say, okay, here's all the weights we'll offer and have the book box goodies be an add-on, because anyone could go in and just buy the book box goodies. I have not figured out a way to set it that you have to, like, that it would prevent you from buying the book box if you didn't buy the yarn. Does that make sense? It's just easier for me if I say we've got 25 boxes, 20 will have a fingering weight set, and 5 will have a DK weight set, and we'll see how that works for the spring one. Like I said, if 5 is too many, and we sell out of the 20 fingering too quickly, then I may swap some of the DK and put them into fingering to satisfy those orders. I don't want them to linger. I don't want them to sit here. I'm not going to put them in the truck. So we'll try it with that. We'll start with 20 as all fingering weight and 5 with the DK. And just remember, our fingering weight held double is the same exact weight and yardage as our DK weight. That's the thing, is you can get DK weight if you just hold the fingering double. Wind it into your cake, pull from the inside and the outside at the same time. Boom, you've got DK weight yarn. But we'll try it this way for the first one and see how it's received. So that's the yarn, that's the charm, that's the book. There's a couple of other goodies that I'm not going to show you yet. I'll tease those as we go along. Yeah, it came together not exactly the way I wanted it to. Yeah, I couldn't get some of the makers that I wanted to make the things that we were hoping for. So we're already working on the summer book box, and hopefully I can get those makers because they'll have a lot more time to get on board. But we pivoted, it worked out. I still think it's an amazing book box, and they will go on sale. I guess this is important. March the 1st is when our Cozy Spring book box will go on sale. When they're gone, they're gone. There will only be a total of 25. When they're gone, they're gone. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Mark your calendars. Yeah, they'll be up there and ready for you, and you'll get everything all in one cute little box. We even ordered coordinating boxes, so it's gonna be a fun time. I'm really enjoying curating these goodies to offer them to you. So that is spring book boxes. Valentine's Day colors, I didn't grab them, but you've seen them. They will stay in the shop through February 14th. I will take them down at the end of that day because March club pre-orders will go live on February 15th. So March club pre-orders, February 15th. I thought I would share a little teaser of the book. This is a book chosen by a lot of you all. You all submitted a bunch of book covers for us to choose from, and this was one that was submitted multiple times. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful cover. So we are doing Never Ever After by Sue Lynn Tan for March. Now, what I want you to remember is when I dyed this, so this is the first printing, okay? When I dyed this, I'm going by these colors. Let me see if I have my, yeah. So here's our color palette. So we're not focusing on the dark, we're focusing on the light. And also because the inside of the book looks like, or not the inside, the naked hardback looks like this. And that is stunning. So that's the book we chose for March because it also flows very well from the February color. And that's the goal this year for club, is to have each what's the word I'm looking for? Each month be friends with the month before it. So February is friends with January, but it also will be friends with March. March will be friends with February, but also lean well into April. I also have the charm for March. Are you ready? If you don't want to see, look away now. Here is our charm for March. Oh, look at all of those beautiful. Here's the back. It sparkles. Oh, so pretty. Kelsey did a great job as always. So that is March Lily Pad Club, book club pick, Never Ever After. And that goes on sale next Sunday, February 15th. So mark your calendars, 9 a.m. Charms are limited. Yarn is not, but charms are limited. And that's it. That's it for shop news. All right. So I should have mentioned this in whips. I am planning to cast this on probably within the next day or so. I've decided, since my grandson is due in less than 2 months, that I want to whip out a quick little baby blanket. Nothing huge, something they can throw over the car seat when they're taking him in and out of places, because he is due at the end of March. And it can still be quite cold here in PA at the end of March and the beginning of April. We've even had some years where we're still getting snow in April. So just something to take the chill off, something to, cover up when, mom and dad are holding him. So I wanted to go with something that will match their nursery. Their nursery theme is like woodland animals, so baby woodland animals theme. And it's painted a beautiful shade of green. It's beautiful. So I chose our Scottish Sea Treasures colorway, along with chestnut shells, which is its coordinating tonal. And this is from our Scotland collection. So I'm just going to do like a mini version of my club blanket from 2024, which was the year we did Scotland. And that whole blanket is just garter stitch. So I'm undecided if I'm going to hold it double for DK weight or leave it fingering weight. That's the only thing I haven't decided yet. I might hold it double for DK weight. So it'll just be a smaller version of that, just about, maybe 30-ish inches wide and about 3 feet long. That's it. Just something small. Like I said, something they can throw over the car seat. They can cover him up, if they're out and about, just something small. So that's a future cast on. But now we can go to book chat. So for book chat, I finished 2 books. So I finished my advanced reader's copy of The Wicked Sea by Jordan Stephanie Gray. 5 stars. I think I maybe even liked this more than Bitten, which I also gave 5 stars. This was really, really good. I felt like it was very fast paced. This is definitely adult. There are open door, spicy scenes. Not a ton. I think maybe 2, maybe 3 max. But it was very well good. Very, very well good. Good Lord, Tasha. Very well written. It was fast paced. I liked the characters. Enemies to lovers. Love that. And it's mermaids and sirens. And I love that kind of base for a fantasy story. So this releases April 7th. I already have a copy on pre-order to add it to the bookshelf because this was really good. I'm looking forward to the next book of that. There will be a book 2 of that. And then the second Bitten book comes out this fall. So I'm excited. I also finished my audiobook, which was On Wings of Blood by Briar Boleyn. I think I literally finished this on Monday, so not too far into February. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. It was, obviously I didn't hate it, right? I finished it. The story captivated me, but I'm trying to figure out, oh, do you hear my stomach? Excuse me, I'm hungry. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is calling this a better dragon story than Fourth Wing. there were literally maybe 2.5 pages of dragon encounter. That's it. And that was not until the end of the book, like the last 5 pages of the book. So I'm confused why everyone's like, oh, this is Fourth Wing, but better. Hell no. This is not better than Fourth Wing. This is not even close to Fourth Wing. And where are the dragons? Please, someone tell me where the dragons are. They better be in book 2. That's all I'm saying. They better be in book 2. I think I would give this, I don't know. It's vampires. It's an academy. It's more of a bully type of romance, which in reading it, I'm feeling like I'm not a fan of the bully type of romance. I don't know. I've been struggling because I haven't rated it yet. I haven't put it in my reading journal yet. I'm thinking 3, maybe 3.5 stars. I mean, obviously I liked it enough to finish it. I am compelled by the plot. Like, I want to know what Medra's powers are, because I know she has them. And I want to know where this is leading her. So I'm interested enough to grab book 2, which I have, and see where it's going. Book 3 comes out at the end of March. So hopefully book 2, I'm just hoping for more dragons, people. Like, where the hell were the dragons? Anyway, I finished that. Yeah. What have I started? I started our February club pick, Coffee Shop in an Alternate Universe by C.B. Lee. You guys, she saw the post. I tagged her in it, and she loved the yarn, and she thanked me for choosing her book cover for our yarn color. And I love that the authors are seeing these posts and commenting. So that just thrilled my little heart. I'm not very far in. I'm literally 10 pages in. So I just started this the other night. I also started Immortal by Sue Lynn Tan. And this is my audiobook. I am on chapter 6. Yes. And the reason I love to listen to Sue Lynn Tan's books on audio is, one, I cannot, for the life of me, begin to pronounce some of these words. And 2, I'm pretty sure this is the same narrator that narrated Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and I loved her. She pronounces the names very clearly. She has a very soft, calming voice, and I just find Sue Lynn Tan's writing to be very lyrical and just beautiful. So I love listening to it, and I'm having a good time. This is capturing my interest, and yeah, that's what I've started. I have The Mist Thief pulled up on my Kindle, so I'll probably start that as well, because I've got a young adult cozy fantasy. I've got, this is fantasy, but I don't think it's like, is it romantasy? It says it's romantic. It is very enchanting. But The Mist Thief is going to be like full on romantasy, and it's pirates. So, yeah. The only other thing I want to show you is my February book box from Allurial arrived. Look at those edges. Stunning. Just stunning. And I'm loving this box. I think I said it last month too, because it is putting authors and books that are not on my radar on my radar. So when the book picks come out, I do a little, Goodreads search to see what it's about, see if it's something that interests me. It's always romantasy. That is the premise behind Allurial. They are a division of Book of the Month. And yeah, I'm loving that it's books I've never heard of, authors I've never heard of. So the first one that came is Half City by Kate Golden. They don't put the synopsis on the back. Welcome to Harker Academy for Deviant Defense. Keep your daggers sharp and your wits even sharper. So, love that. The second one is Heart's Gambit by J.D. Myall. How do you choose your future when the past won't let you go? And then the other one that came is The Lies That Summon the Night by Tassonia Odette. This one's not very thick. Lies, beauty, and seduction mingle in the first book of an enthralling romantasy series where making art is considered a sin and the shadows born from it aren't the only danger to the creators. So, from the art of liars, the monsters came. I love that. I Want to Be Unstoppable with You. That's on the back of Heart's Gambit. And there's nothing on the back of Half City except just some beautiful artwork. So I'm having a great time with this book box. Like I said, it's introducing me to new authors and books that I'm not seeing in my feeds and that are new on my radar. So yeah, loving that. That is it for book chat. There is some life news, so let's go into life news. We had our daughter and son-in-law's baby shower last Saturday, and it was beautiful. It went off without a hitch. The weather was cold, but it was sunny and beautiful, so no weather issues. Tons of friends and family and just love. It was a day of celebrating our, little precious baby bundle boy coming soon. And yeah, it was a good time. They did not want games at their shower, so my future daughter-in-law came up with some crafts for the guests to do that would then be memories for Sammy and Mike, as well as the baby. So the first one was Baby's First ABC book, which I made in Canva. And just as an example, all of the pages had an animal. And I was able to go in and customize. So like, I forget what G was for. I think gorilla, but then I also added griffin, and same for M, I added mommy, and for D, I added daddy. So I personalized some of the pages, but all of the guests colored a page, signed it. This happened to be the one that our youngest son and his wife did. And I've laminated them. So now I'm going to take them to my mom, and she has a bookbinding machine that she can put a spiral binding in, and then he will have his very first ABC book that was made by friends and family at the shower, which I thought was really cute. The other thing that we did was she had gotten little wooden blocks and then brought a bunch of beautiful pieces of paper, and we decoupaged the blocks with the paper, mostly for decoration, because I think we used Mod Podge, which is not child safe, so we wouldn't want him to chew on them. But for decoration in the nursery, it was a really cute, made with love kind of craft. So it was a great time. They did get both me and Emily, since we were the two that planned everything and threw the shower, they got us gifts. And Sammy loves the LL Bean boat totes. So she got me one embroidered with Gigi, which is my grandma name. And it's a beautiful, it's so heavy, beautiful tote. So that'll be a great book bag or project bag. So love that. I will, as I'm talking, you will have seen, I'll be popping in some pictures that we took in front of the backdrop that my husband made. So yeah, it was a beautiful day. happy that it went off without a hitch. And yeah, now we can move on and just they can finish prepping for his arrival at the end of March, which I'm ecstatic for. In estate news, this has become the estate where we take one step forward and literally 3 steps backwards. It's one of those things where every day there's a new problem or a new issue arises, and Brian said he's at the point where if he doesn't laugh, he'll cry. So he did finally get everything filed. He was able to get his short certificates, which means he was able to go to the bank and get the accounts unfrozen and finally set up the estate account so we can finally start taking care of things that have just been piling up. But it's just been a series of, just like I said, everybody's got their hand out. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. And it's a little disheartening that this is how it's done in PA. Yeah, just 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. If this was a book, I would have DNF'd it. I'm ready to DNF the whole thing. But yeah, so we needed the baby shower to be good and fun because we needed that bright spot in the midst of all of the estate crap. So yeah, is that it? I think that might be it. Did I forget anything? If I did, I'll film it again and insert another clip. Yeah, I hope that you are all well. I hope that you are looking into February, hoping that February is a better month. I certainly am. We finished dyeing for our trunk show, so I just have to do the last bits of that. Get the samples together and get it all sent off by the end of the month, which won't be a problem. Everything's dyed and marked. Yeah, I have 2 loaves of sourdough in the fridge ready for me to bake today, so I'll be popping those in the oven. I'm excited for that. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I think we've made it to the end. Yeah, let me know down below if the whole spend the week with me or spend a few days with me is something you're interested in watching. If it's not, I'm not gonna film it. Like I said, it was one of the ones suggested when I asked what else you wanted to see on this channel. Someone, either YouTube or Instagram, maybe said more like daily life things. Can you see? So, like I said, I started filming it. Then the week got away from me, so it may not have worked anyway. But if that is something that, you know, that you'd like to watch or you think you would want to watch, I'll try again. I'll try again. I watched back the footage that I had, and I had like an hour and 20 minutes of footage, and I had whittled it down to like half an hour, but I'm like, Jesus, this seems kind of boring. And maybe it was only boring because it's me and I already did those things. I don't know. Like I said, I love watching vlogs from other people. I love to just see normal people doing normal people things, you know, making their dinner. And I watch a lot of plant people. And so I'll watch them for an hour just watering their plants and chatting through it. So I don't know. That's just me. But yeah. So I will wrap this up here. I hope that you're all well. Please remember to be kind. Please remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Yeah, find some joy in every single day. And I will see you all right back here next week, same time, same place. And until then, happy making. Bye.